Warning, spoilers for Sonic 3 ahead. These are me and my friends' thoughts fresh after watching the movie on the 19th. Warning, it is going to be dark in the video because we want to get our thoughts on the movie as soon as possible while it was still fresh in our heads. Enjoy.
Yeah, I was really excited when they showed Metal Sonic and Amy at the end, in the end credits. That was sick.
I will say it was a little bit of a lazy writing, just having them blow up by stuff. But it was a good introduction for Amy, though.
Yeah, I mean, I was hyped when I saw that. I mean, I had a feeling
the fact that there were multiple means that there are more.
Yeah, I had a feeling that they were going to introduce Amy at the end credits, maybe, and I was really glad they did. I'm really glad they did. That was really awesome.
Well, I always figured Amy was probably the most likely next character to Amy.
Yeah, I kind of assumed they would have her in the movie at some point.
Tails and Knuckles, you might as well add Amy.
Yeah, the theory was loud when both of those characters showed up. That was really awesome.
I'm terrified
Of
Amy.
her face or what? Or her powers.
How she'll be written.
Oh.
Because I'm coming from a game where she was just like madly in love. Like she had a I will kill anyone for you crush.
Well, I mean, she's like that in all the games, really, so.
Every game.
Well, that's one of her main character traits.
Except for Sonic Boom. She's not super psycho about it.
Okay.
But I'm a little terrified. Concerned.
But yeah, the whole movie itself was really great. How they did Shadow.
I kept like, while watching this movie, I kept trying to find reasons I could think of that would be, like, valid criticisms. And I'm not really coming up with much that would be more than, like...
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything either.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like whereas the first two, I had a few notable flaws, like when he drops the rings in the first movie into the portal is a little bit contrived, you know? And, of course, the infamous map scene at the lodge in the second movie, which is like, the whole scene is basically pointless except for, you know, Sonic and Tails bonding as, you know, characters. But you could have just replaced it with a different scene that's better. You know what I'm saying? To achieve the same thing. But with here, it's like, I'm still thinking, I'm like, is there anything I would really change? I think it pretty much did it. Yeah, like you're saying, Shadow was really good. You know?
Yeah, I really like
his
how
whole story. Like, it's like I'm surprised how much emotion they actually managed to get out of this movie. You know? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I like how they both went super Sonic and Shadow. Like that was really sick. I was hoping that
I
they would
saw
show
a
both of them
review
like
somewhere.
that.
Like I wasn't sure what it meant with it all. This is probably the closest we'll get to a Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan movie.
We'll see. Yeah, Supersonic using the emeralds is really cool with the gold. I prefer Shadow's design with the white and red.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
I like
much
that.
better. Because then you still have the red accents, but you can still tell it's
Also,
him.
I love I love how each movie, Eggman's design gets more and more accurate to the video games
Yeah.
in each movie. Like,
I really like that
starts
too.
off, like kind of vaguely like the games, just a little bit, but like they're like holding back. They're like, we don't know if we go full video game, will people think it's too weird? And then when they saw people like it, like let's take it up a notch in the second movie. Go
Yeah, I want them
full
to
bald head.
Yeah, I want them to go full
red
edge.
outfit. And then so
Full
they're like,
costume.
okay, we'll keep the bald head look. We'll be a little bit fatter, and we'll give him the accurate costume once and for all.
Yeah, I want them to have the accurate costume. That's what makes Eggman
Yeah,
Eggman.
I'm a big fan of like accurate costumes. Like I remember when like Shazam, the original Shazam first came out, I was like, that costume is picture perfect.
It was.
Like I love it when the costumes are like exactly like it looks in the original source material.
From the comics as well.
Yeah,
I did
know.
some reference material searching for Shazam. Nailed it.
I know. So yeah, I'm a big fan of accurate to the source material stuff. And like, here's the thing: it's like if there's no reason to change it, why change it? And it's a visual. It's not like it affects the story. It's not going to change if the movie's good or not. You know, so you may as well make it accurate. You know.
And I will say, when Shadow takes his inhibitor rings off, he finally takes them off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going in. He's going all in. Because in the games, when he takes his rings off, that's when he knows he's not going to hold back. He's always holding back when he has the rings on. But the second he takes them off, it's game over.
And they did that like iconic pose with Sonic and Shadow.
Yes.
I can't remember which one, but it's one of I think it's one of the Sonic Adventure games.
And even when they introduce Shadow, he does the it's the same backdrop as when he's in his original game. He's walking up and they're like surrounded by fire.
That was not his original game, but it's his own independent.
When you first,
Yeah, that was great.
I consider you
Easily the best of the
mind-blowing.
trilogy.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely one of my favorites now.
Yeah, it's a whole 2 points above the other two movies in my opinion. Whereas I rated both the first and second movies 8 out of 10s. I can't think of any reason not to give this movie a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I gave like the Super Mario Bros. Movie a 9 out of 10, and I can previously consider that probably the best video game movie I'd seen. But that one still had a few minor things holding it back. You know what I'm saying? From being like a true masterpiece, you know. But this one, I can't really think of anything. It checks off every box that I would want it to check off.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a really good movie, really enjoyable.
Yeah, so what would you rate it out of 10?
Well, 10 out of 10. That's what I'd have to give it. I can't. Listen, I can't think of a good reason to lower the rating.
Yeah, I'd probably give it the same rating. Really great.